Hi, you welcome to my channel. I'm your friend, Pastor John Kennedy. Before we start, I want to encourage you to subscribe to the channel. If you haven't done that, just go there. You will see the subscribe button. Just click on it, and then you see a bell sign by it. Click on that one. That is the notification, so that when we post a video, you will be notified, so that you will not miss out on any of our inspiring and life-changing lessons that we teach and then we present on this channel. So once again, I admonish you to subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification, like our videos. Above all, if you derive value from any of the videos, feel free and share with a friend or a family member and encourage them to also subscribe. Let us build a strong family. Let us build a community. Let us learn together. Let us grow together. God bless you for subscribing. So this video, we are looking at a very interesting topic. I call it jailbreak, escaping the limiting forces of life. You see, it is not everybody who will find himself in Sawam prison, not everybody that will find themselves in Ashaford prison or any prison physically. But you see, you are free walking outside, but there are many of us who are behind bars, who are prisoners. And so I want to show you those three prisons and then show you how to escape them. And that is what I call jailbreak. And so until you are able to break out of those imprisonments or jails, you will never excel in life. You will never realize your full potential. So the first jail we must break from is the mental jail. So I call it mental jail break. Break out of your mental jail. There are many of us who are mentally in prison. In our minds, we are living in prison. There are limiting forces. There is a statement I read. It said, there is no limitation except that which exists in your mind. There is no limitation to your life except those limitations that exist in your mind. There are many of us, our mind has imprisoned us. There are things you want to attempt in life and your mind tells you you cannot attempt this one. You don't have what it takes to achieve this. You don't have what it takes to attempt this. And so it has become a prison, and then your mind has imprisoned you. Your mind told you this thing, you cannot understand it. This subject, you cannot learn it. And that is one of the things that make many people fail subjects like mathematics, because the first day they enter the class, they say, as for mathematics, I know it's a difficult area and I cannot venture into it. This topic, the way I see this topic, I cannot understand it. And so for the rest of your academic year or the years in that school, you realize that you are struggling with that subject. It is a mental imprisonment. Something told you that it is impossible for you to attempt or achieve that thing. It is a mindset. So your mindset can be an imprisonment, and you have to learn to break out of that jail by telling yourself, if it is human beings that are doing it, then I can also do it. I remember when I was going to study finance in the university at MPhil level, somebody told me finance is very difficult. The question, I remember there's something that affected me at my undergrad. When I got there, somebody told me, hey, economics, the lecturer is very strict and tough, and most people fail it. And then the thing entered my mind, and I entered the class with that fear, and I realized that that is the only subject I didn't do well in, and I had C+ in that course. And so I vowed that nobody will imprison me in my mind concerning any subject. So when I got to Legon Business School to do my MPhil in finance, somebody attempted again and said, MPhil finance is very difficult. And I asked, is it angels that do it or human beings? Then he said, it's human beings. I said, do they have two heads or one head like I have? Then the person said, every human being has one head. Then I said, if they have done it, then I will do it. And if they can do it, then I can do it. And then I sail through and never struggle. So break out of the mental jail. The second prison or jail that people find themselves is social jail or social prison. The society is another limiting factor that limits many people. Sometimes society puts boundaries and limitations on your efforts on your potential, on your ability, and tell you what you cannot do and what you can do, how far you can go in life. Sometimes it begins from your family, and your family members, your parents would discourage you in life, and then that becomes a stumbling block or a prison gate or bars that keep you behind and limit you in life. And the general society tells you that you are not in this class, you are not at this level, and that you don't have this social status, so you can't achieve this. You don't have this position, so you can't enter here. You have not attained to this, so you can't here. So society becomes an imprisonment, and then you have to break out of that jail. Whatever society tells you. And you see, sometimes people want you to live by their opinion. So they express their opinion, but God didn't call you to live by people's opinion. God gave you your own mind, God gave you your own potential, and God gave you your own brain to think and reason and make major decisions. So don't let society limit you, not even your family. If you're a married person, don't let the marital society limit you. If you live in a society and a community, don't let the influence of that community limit you. Look inside you and look at your potential. Look up and see the God that called you and put that potential inside you. Develop your potential. Encourage yourself and tell yourself, if others have achieved it, I can achieve it. If others are doing it, then I can do it. If they don't have more than I have and they have done it, then with what I have, I can also achieve it. So break out of that social jail or that societal jail, and then stretch out yourself, and then you can accomplish anything. That is why eagles don't flock together. You don't see eagles like chicken flocking together in numbers. You have to see them one at a time. They don't allow the society to influence them. So don't allow yourself to be imprisoned by any society you find yourself in. Then the third jail you have to break out from is financial jail. That is the third jail. That is the third imprisonment that can imprison you. Financially, you can be limited. Yes, it is true that if you don't have money, there are many things you cannot do, but I believe that should not become a prison to limit you in life. The Bible says in Proverbs chapter 10, the verse 15, that the rich man's wealth is a strong city, but the destruction of the poor man is his poverty. So it means riches can give advantage and poverty can enslave or can imprison a person. But you have to work your way out and break out of that jail. There is a story in the Bible where Jacob took the birthright or deceived his brother and bought his birthright. And then when the time came for the blessing to be pronounced, it was pronounced and the birthright was given to Jacob. And then the father Isaac said that Jacob is blessed and is made Lord over all his mother's children, all his brothers. So Esau has become a servant to his younger brother Jacob. But the father added a statement. He said, but after you have become strong, you will break his yoke from off your neck. So he said, I have made him Lord over his mother's children. But when you have become strong, then you will break his yoke from off your neck. It means you must work hard in order to break the yoke of bondage of poverty, the yoke of bondage of financial limitation in your life. And if you are a student of the Bible, you realize that when Jacob was returning from his uncle Laban with his wives and then his property, he was afraid because he heard Esau was on the way. And then he gathered some animals and things to go and use to appease his elder brother. But his elder brother told him, I have enough. By the time Jacob returned, Esau indeed has worked hard and then he has attained wealth and then he had enough. He has broken off the bondage of the rulership of his brother or younger brother Jacob on him, and then he himself has become a lord of himself, to the point that the younger brother who was supposed to be lord over him by the birthright and the blessing, he was now afraid of him. You can break out of financial jail, you can break out of social or societal jail, and you can break out of mental jail. So break every limitation your mind has placed on your potential that you cannot excel. Break out of every limitation society has placed on you. Because you are a woman, you cannot do this. Because you are this, you cannot do this. Because you are from this tribe, you cannot accomplish this. Because you are from this part of the world, you have this color of skin, you cannot do this. It is a fallacy. God has created all men equally, has given us potential. Explore your potential, develop yourself, and then the earth is open for you. He said, time and chance happeneth to them all. Time is available for all of us. Opportunities come to all of us. Make sure you exploit them. Let no society limit you. Let no financial situation limit you. You can start poor, but you can work your way out of poverty and break out of that financial jail, and then you will become independent. God bless you. Till I come your way next time, I remain your friend, Pastor John Kennedy. And please remember to subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification, like our videos, and above all, share the videos and encourage your friends and family members to subscribe. If you haven't done the subscription, please right now go there, click on subscribe now, and then let us build a community. God bless you. I'll see you in the next video.